What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm back in Marseille. I've already done a couple of videos here in Marseille, which is the second biggest city in France, and it's near Aix-en-Provence where I live. So I came down here and I want to show you guys a neighborhood in Marseille called Le Panier. Le Panier is a very old neighborhood, very close to the harbor. That's like one of the most famous places here in Marseille, and it has a very old school vibe going on, and it's great for street photography. So I thought today I would bring you here and take some street photography and share that with you on this vlog. So I hope you enjoy, and let's go and capture some street photography. Alright, so in today's video I'm giving myself a little brief. I'm going to be taking all the photos with one of my favorite film simulations from Fujifilm, and it's the one called Acros. It is a black and white film stock that came back on the Fujifilm system in I think in 2016 with the X Pro 2. And it is an old black and white film stock that was very popular, and when I shoot photos in black and white I like to shoot with this film simulation because the contrast and the richness in the blacks is so good. I really love it. Now I don't usually shoot black and white because I'd rather shoot in color, and maybe then in post I can edit and make it black and white, whereas if you shoot in black and white, that's what you get and you can't come back to color. So that's why I don't usually use that film simulation, but when I do want to shoot some black and white, this is the film simulation I like to use. So I came here pretty early. I think it's about 9:45 in the morning, and it's a Sunday. I chose to come on a Sunday because Sundays usually are quiet and there's not a lot of people, and I don't want this place to be like filled with tourists. I want to be able to capture like morning vibes with a few people walking here and there, and not being too crowded, especially now because it's spring and we're almost summertime. It's almost the holidays and people come in flock. A lot of tourists come to this part of Marseille, especially Le Panier. It's a little hill that's right next to the harbor. This might be the oldest part of town. I mean, obviously the city was built around the harbor, and then this little pocket of houses and buildings was where back in the day people used to settle and then go to work at the harbor. So yeah, you can probably tell already from the video that the vibe is very old school. You have shuttered windows, the buildings are not straight, nothing is like straight and symmetrical. And I just love that vibe. There's also a lot of street art around here. It's very interesting for street photography. I think in Marseille, this might be the best spot for street photography. So if you ever come to Marseille and you have a camera and you want to shoot some photography on the street, come to Le Panier. I highly recommend it. I must have come to Le Panier at least 3 to 4 times, and I've spent probably 10 hours in this whole neighborhood in my entire life, and I gotta say, there's still more streets to discover. This street right here I've never come to before. So yeah, you could spend a whole day here no problem and just walk around and still not have seen all of it. I don't know what it is about black and white photography, but to me it just feels a lot more artistic, like an art piece instead of just like day-to-day life photography. I don't know why. Sometimes you may be like carried away and think that you're a better photographer than you really are just because you're doing black and white photography, which is not what I'm trying to do. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the shots that are on this in this video that I'm sharing today. And yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you do like this kind of video. Those are my favorite videos to shoot, by the way. Just a casual vlog where I'm just walking down the streets, exploring a town, camera in hand, of course, and snapping some shots, sharing it on the vlog. And hopefully I can do that again very soon, traveling into different countries with different cultures and different vibes, so I can experience it as a new, because Marseille is very, it feels familiar to me, if you will. So for me to be inspired to take some street photography here, I have to kind of like force myself into the exercise. Whereas if I'm traveling, like for example, when I was in Japan, I would shoot everything that I see, because everything would jump out, like a scene would seem very unfamiliar, and I would just have to like capture it. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping to do with these vlogs anyway. I'm trying to like make you guys feel the vibes while I'm exploring those streets, and hopefully you guys really enjoy those vlogs. And if you do, let me know in the comments down below, because I'm very interested in what you think about this kind of videos. So much more fun for me to make these videos instead of just like a sit down talking straight to the camera video at home, talking about whatever Fujifilm news or project or whatever. But yeah, let me know. By the way, I completely forgot to mention, I'm shooting this video and all the photos that you see in this vlog on my Fujifilm X-T4, and I have this 16 to 80mm f4 lens on. Very versatile lens. I've mentioned that in many of my videos before, but 16 to 80 is a great range. F4 is totally fine for street photography, especially during the day when it's a bright day like today. So great lens, highly recommend to buy this lens if you are interested in street photography. You're shooting Fujifilm, you don't know what to get, highly recommend that one. Prime lens are great too, but that way with this lens you don't have to switch. Alright, and it's now getting a little crowded around here, so I think I should have come out a little earlier. I came here around 9:30, I started my day, and it's a Sunday, so I thought it would be quiet, but honestly the shops are starting to open, the restaurants and the cafes, people are walking down the streets. It's getting busier and busier, so I'm gonna start heading towards the harbor. I want to get some shots towards the harbor before I head home, and yeah. Alright guys, it's gotten really hot. The sun is very high, the light's very harsh. I should have come a little earlier, I feel like, to have a better lighting and a little less people, but I'm still very happy with the shots I got. It's very exciting to shoot with Acros Fujifilm simulation, because you never shoot in black and white, and when you do and you can actually see the results right away through the camera, it gets you pumped and inspired to go and shoot more. So it was actually a great exercise. I'm very glad I did this and I gave myself this little brief. I hope you guys enjoyed this little vlog, casual walk in Marseille, exploring the neighborhood and just capturing some images. I really want to do more videos like this, so I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, let me know in the comments down below, please. That way I'll know and I can make more for you. And I guess this is it for me this week. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because I'm going to be posting more videos about photography and about Fujifilm, and hopefully some travel coming up soon. We'll see. All right, I'll see you next week, guys. Cheers.